All right, my chess champions, welcome back to Road to 2000. We are currently 1727. It's going to be really volatile for the moment because I took a break, so the rating fluctuations are going to be big, but let's jump into a game. All right, opponent is about 1650, so maybe we have a chance. And again, I want this channel to be, or I want this series to be beginner friendly. So I'm going to make some comments to hopefully help you regardless of what level you're at. So in the opening, you want to fight for the center and develop knights and bishops and then quickly castle in most games. I call this doing your chores, and when you see higher level players playing, that's still what they're focusing on in the beginning of the game. So we're playing against the Sicilian defense here, and the main move is pawn to d4. Fighting for the center. Black's idea with Sicilian defense is they're trying to control this square, so we're trying to liquidate their control of that. So they bring a knight out, attacking our pawn. We're going to bring a knight out, defending our pawn, continuing to develop our pieces and leverage our entire army against our opponent. This is called the Najdorf variation. This is what I play as black. And this prevents moves like bishop checking in here, or knights at some point jumping in, being annoying. It might seem like a wasted move, but this is one of the few positions where moving a wing pawn like this is actually very good in the opening. So I'm going to play like this. This is called the English attack or Yugoslav attack, depending on black's formation. This is one of my favorite openings. Okay, they're challenging my knight. The knight can go a few different places here. Let's try knight f5. You could come back here, but the thing is, we're going to end up castling queenside, and black is most likely going to castle kingside. And if you've watched some of my other channels, maybe you're familiar with opposite side castles positions. If so, if you've ever heard that phrase before, opposite side castles, where one side castles one way, one side castles the other way, what do you remember about those types of positions? Generally, it's going to be like a race to see who can kill the other guy's king first. It's very attacking positions. So because of that, a few moves back, I didn't go knight back here because black is most likely going to start rolling these pawns down this way. And that was going to, at some point, once this pawn gets here, it would get a tempo on this knight. So I wanted to avoid that loss of time. That was my thinking anyways. Okay, so here's the position, back to the game. I do need to be careful of black's central control now, because if they ever go like d5, there's nothing that can really stop this pawn from just kind of like steamrolling me and really cramping my position. So I was considering bishop e3, but the problem is at some point I think that might be problematic. Okay, let's start with bishop to d3, defending this pawn just for the future, also helping prevent this pawn push. So we could castle, but I'm not sure which way I want to castle yet, and there's no urgency in this game right now. Could go bishop g5. I think let's do that. I need to grab my water. I forgot it. Okay, black castles. So we still need to finish our chores, as I've been saying the last few videos on my channel. So we need to bring the queen off the back rank, and then we need to castle, and then hopefully bring the rooks into the game. The question right now is, where do I put the queen? Or do I maybe start, some pawn attacks on the king? And where do I want to castle in the next few moves? So why don't you guys think of a plan here? You can pause if you want. What's going to be your plan? Where are you going to put your queen? Which side are you going to castle? Are you going to start throwing these pawns? What's like your next 3 or 4 moves? What's your plan? I'm going to go queen d2. So this push at some point gives black a tempo. Could go knight here right now. Might be good. Ooh, there might be some tactics, because when this knight moves, black has this battery on my bishop. So I need to be careful. So I don't think I can do this right away, because if they take and I take, then they win my bishop. And when they recapture with the knight, they're hitting my queen. So I can't, well, maybe I could do it in between moves. So okay, let's see. Knight takes, or sorry, knight here, knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes my queen, bishop takes their queen. Maybe like check, I take, and then they take. I think they would be up a pawn at the end of that, because they'd be winning this pawn. Sorry, I know that's a lot of arrows, but I could also take right now and then go here. The problem though is then maybe their bishop comes here and my queen. This is a problematic diagonal for me because I want to castle here probably. Tricky position. This bishop is my problem. I don't have a good square to put it. If I go here, they can push like this. Ooh, we could do this. Maybe. Or maybe like here. Might be too slow. And I don't think I can castle because if they push, where does this knight go? This still doesn't work. I guess I could come back. It doesn't feel very good though. I really want to come here at the right moment, but I can't figure out how to prepare it. If we do this right away, they can maybe kick us and force the trade. But then they have this threat of bringing their bishop here. Dang, really tough position. Okay, I'm just taking too long. I'm going to castle. If they push, I think I'll just go knight back to e2. With maybe the plan of just sending these pawns down at some point. Although I just realized, push, knight here. Can this knight jump in? I guess we can take, and then they Oh no, I just blundered. Okay, I think I blundered there. I don't think they capitalized on it, luckily. Because yeah, I think at the end of that line they were gonna have like a pinning my queen to my king. So they're threatening to attack my knight, make my knight move, and then infiltrate. A very common move when you castle queenside is to go king b1. Sometimes they call this the Grand Master move. And that's what I'm going to play here. So it just increases your king safety because now you're protecting this corner pawn. Also, you're getting yourself off of this diagonal, which is open long term. And now you sit here, so you have a shield on this diagonal because this pawn exists. Now maybe we do go knight e4. Is there anything better? Knight e4 looks pretty good. So black is kind of ahead in the race to like reach my king. They probably need to move their queen though to like help get this pawn to come help, unless they can somehow like get this knight to do something like if they push this and then somehow this knight is good or something. But I'm going to pretty quickly start rolling these pawns down, and I have much more firepower in general over here. So if I can survive, I think the next like few moves, I think we'll be okay. More than okay. I think we'll be winning. Ooh, I don't think I like that by black because I can take, you take, I take, you take. Your king just seems pretty sketch there. Then maybe like queen in. So black would have doubled pawns there, and I'd move my queen in here. Looks pretty good for me. When you see a good move, guys, look for a better one. Quote by Emanuel Lasker, very important in chess. And as always, if you guys have any questions on the game or anything you would have done differently, comment down below, let me know. We can talk about it. Maybe I missed some things in the game. So yeah, I'm gonna take. I think this is pretty good for me. The only downside to this is that I don't have an open file for my rooks to access black's king yet. So even though this is like opening up the king, I don't have like a direct quick way to capitalize on it. But I think queen in here. Okay, let me think about it, because like black can maybe like once I move my queen away, this knight coming in could be annoying. I guess I can always go like pawn here or something. All right, let's play it because I wasted a little bit of time in the opening. If you guys are enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications if you want to catch future episodes on our road back to 2000. Or I should say our road to 2000. I've never been 2000 rapid rated. My previous high is about 1800. So this is going to be a very long series where I'm working on my own game, my own improvement, and I'm going to track that. So if you want to join the journey, subscribe to the channel. So I could take this pawn. Does that do anything though? Not really, because what I really need is an open file. I need to like go here, and then like take, so I can get a rook hitting this king. Because like my bishop can't access, the only piece I can access black's king is my queen. The bishop can't do anything because my own pawn is in the way. So I feel like g4 is the move. And I'm too slow on like a rook lift to like do something like this. There's just too many pieces in the way. So yeah, let's go g4. That's my best plan. So we're gonna go g5 and then force this file to open to hopefully come murder the black king. Okay. So we have two ways to capture here, or we could ignore. Although we can't really ignore because check, it's pretty sketchy. If we capture this way, it opens the C file, but I don't know that they can really capitalize, and I have my bishop controlling this diagonal. But my bishop would be a little more vulnerable there because it would be, this rook wants to do other things probably, so could capture with the A pawn. Although this knight coming in, ooh, yeah, that's pretty nasty. Maybe we go A3 here to prevent the knight from coming in. So if they take, then I take. I think that's probably the move, actually. Ooh, although, like, so if they go knight in, we can't really take the knight, because then they like, come check us, if that makes sense. But we also don't have to do anything, because, like, their queen can no longer infiltrate, because my pawn will be here, like, supported. So let's try that. Yeah, we just take. If they come in, I think we go, well, so there's no longer a pawn here, so we could actually just take. Okay, they're threatening to win this pawn because this pawn's pinned by the rook. So the standard move to get rid of that is to move the king over so that this pin no longer exists. But if I go here, black can go check, which is kind of annoying. If I go here, they can still go knight here, but I don't know if there's really a threat. Ooh, I could also push this pawn up one. But then, no, because yeah, I want to stop this knight from coming in. Also, this rook can probably eventually take this bishop. I can't really ignore it because after they take, they're threatening mate. So I kind of have to deal with it. Okay, I'm getting low on the clock. Ugh, I hate it, but let's try. Let's try king a1. The problem is when the knight moves, my bishop is hanging. We can maybe like tuck in this way with the bishop. This diagonal might be useful in the future. Here, check. I think I go here and I'm okay. So yeah, this bishop's hanging. I think this helps my safety. Hopefully I'm not sealing myself in a coffin over here. They could even like rook sack. Okay, if I take, they go check, I go block, they go checkmate. So I can't do that. I can maybe just come up. Or I can maybe ignore. If they take, I take. No, it's the same mating pattern, but if I go like rook here to defend this square, that might be clutch. Could also go here, because then they can't really take. I take because my bishop helps defend. That looks pretty good, actually. But wait, they have this like rook sack. if I don't take, I get mated, I think. Here, rook sack, rook takes. Okay, I gotta just move. I'm getting too low on the clock. Also, if you guys have any idea on how I can make the video shorter or better in any way, comment down below. Definitely open to feedback. I'm still experimenting. Only move. Have to go there. Oh no, well played. Oh wait, well, but I could take, and my queen somehow magically helps defend. But do they get the, oh, this is a crazy sack. Wow, did they calculate all that? If they did, that's just like god tier. Because like, so if I take, I think they go rook sack, and then if I take, this is mate. And if I don't take and I come back, then they go check, and then I block, and then this is mate. If I, can I just backstep though? So they're kind of winning this knight, this rook though. Maybe the better move is to take this and pray they don't see the rook sack. Wow. Because yeah, if I go here, then I'm just down. I'm down a full rook, and I just don't have a way to actually attack black's king. I just have no counterplay, so yeah, and I'm in check, so I have to do something. All right, I'm gonna take here, and this is not like the correct play. I think they have a forced win. They just go check, and no matter what I do, I'm getting mated. So if they see it, then congrats to them. Man, that's a great finish. I think at this level, this is very seeable. So, because like, yeah, you're definitely thinking about sacrifice ideas here. He does see it. Congratulations to my opponent. I suppose they could still mess up if I take, if they take with the rook instead of the queen, but yeah, that's GG. Checkmate. Or like maybe they think you need to take here first or something. And let's see if, when I lose this game, because it seems like I'm going to, I'm going to lose 62 rating points, which is kind of brutal. So that's going to drop us down to the 1600s. That's fine. There's going to be a lot of fluctuations. I also recommend in general to you guys that you don't care too much about your rating. And ironically, that will help your rating be better. It's kind of counterintuitive, but having too much stress in your head about like, oh, I need to like win this game, I think it generally makes you not play as well, and it also like stings you more when you lose. All my rating peaks have always been from a period of time where I was just really interested and curious and having fun with chess, and then one day I would look and like, oh, what's my rating at? Like, whoa, wow, I'm at like a new peak, and it was always just from like, yeah, the curiosity, exploration, you know? So yeah, it's a little bit of a paradox because this series is about reaching a rating goal, but at the same time, for me, I think it's more about exploring more of chess and hopefully getting better in the process. And hopefully entertaining all of you. So I hope you enjoy this. So yeah, black has mate in one here. I don't know if they're just stalling out. I mean, okay, he did see it eventually. So, all right, good game. Let's take a quick review.
Not every game goes your way, but there are always some learning moments that are worth reviewing.
True. Okay, so
you missed a better way to move a knight to safety.
Yeah, so they didn't like this, but
you missed a better way to develop a bishop off its starting square. You had a chance to play something better.
I did actually consider, very briefly in my head, moving this bishop here, because
there were worse moves, but also something much better.
Because yeah, if they take, then you're able to undouble your pawns, and now you have good, better central control of these squares. So this pawn would be defended, and black has what's called like a backwards pawn here, where this becomes a target later in the game from like the queen or from the rooks, and this pawn cannot be defended by any pawns next to it. Okay. Oops, let me get back to the game review. Let's see.
You missed a chance to punish your opponent's error. Only one move worked there.
My opponent's error. What's my opponent's error? So if I take, they take bishop e4. Oh, then I guess I just get like I get really good central control. Is that the idea? So black can never really play this because I just have too many pieces on it. So this is a long-term target. And I can maybe even go like this way. Okay.
This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. Your opponent made a mistake, but you missed the chance to punish them. You allowed the opponent to kick a knight. There was only one good move there.
Yeah, so we could take, if they take, then we could play here. I don't know if it really matters.
You are forcing your opponent to double castle pawns. You had a winning position, but now the game is level.
Oh, okay. I like this idea. So
black was worse off, but now they are in a losing position.
Can you guys tell me what's the idea of pawn to h4? What is I think it's a strong attacking idea. It enables a certain maneuver that you may or may not be familiar with. So it enables a rook lift. So after pawn to h4, let's say black makes a move, it enables what's called a rook lift if you aren't familiar. So yeah, wow, that whole time where I was like, man, I can't figure out how to get my rooks into the game, this was the way. So I need to consider that for the future. Nice. So I think this was a lack of mental flexibility on this a little bit, because usually in these positions, it's all about like forcing open a file. In this position, yeah, something about like the certain placement and just the lack of any like pressure from black's bishops or anything, because black doesn't have pressure like on the side of the board, enables this to be possible. So good job, computer. I wish I'd seen that in the game, but that's a good learning as well. So why didn't you guys like this? Let's see.
You overlooked an opportunity to capture a free pawn. This is the only good move.
It's a free pawn, but what do you do after this, though? Oh, now they want a3. Okay. Okay, I buy that. Yeah. Okay.
This is the only move that works. You permitted the opponent to win material through a fork.
Through a fork.
Black will be winning material with that fork. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. You missed an opportunity to capture a knight that was threatening to win material. Black, you missed an opportunity. The rook was sacrificed for checkmate. A brilliant move. This misses an opportunity to tactically win a queen. The knight was sacrificed. A brilliant move.
Two brilliant moves by the opponent. Well done.
You allowed the opponent to force eventual checkmate by removing a defender of a key square.
Okay,
the
yeah,
knight was sacrificed. A brilliant move.
So yeah, queen is better because the queen defends this rook sack. So if queen here, then they take, and then you take. All right, I can just show you actually. So yeah, queen here, they take, you take. But I mean, now I'm down. I guess I'm only down 1 point somehow. This is probably much easier to play as black though, with a queen. I don't really have counterplay here. I feel like they're just going to push this pawn. They have a protected pass pawn, so yeah, not easy, but I guess not over. So I don't know. And yeah, let's look at this.
The knight was sacrificed.
Let's look at this
allow
finish.
the opponent to force eventual checkmate by removing a defender of a key square.
Okay, so let's look at this finish. So this rook sack. After the rook takes,
the rook was sacrificed for checkmate. A stunning move.
3 brilliant moves in this game from my opponent. Well done. So yeah, if we looked at if I take, this is just immediately checkmate. If I come to the corner, then actually no, they have to take with the queen. Check. My only move is bishop block, and then checkmate. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Summary of the game. Why did I lose that one? I'm not quite sure. Sometimes things just don't go your way and you don't quite see why. But in retrospect, looking at this h4 rook lift idea, that would have, if not helped me win the game, would have definitely helped me fight much better, because as it stood, I ended up with my lone queen over here, and black's king was somehow just like totally safe, and I had no counterplay. So it was just, you know, black coming down here and just like murdering me. So yeah, I got to keep this idea in the back pocket for next time. And until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks a lot.